This great venue has hosted some memorable playoff games over the years, and these Bear fans are hoping to make some new memories today at Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Chicago Bears. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start.
19 yards. And a Panther first down.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
Ball carried by number
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Second and 5. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Yards to go.
They come up now, third and 5, following the incomplete pass. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. First and 10.
First down.
So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
At the Bears' 10-yard line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. On second and goal, here's an option play left. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Foster Moreau there to make the grab. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. It's a room to maneuver. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20.
Oh, my
touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
And a Panther first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. KJ Hamler there to make the grab. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already. And we've still got 3 quarters to go.
There he goes again. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it.
And nothing but daylight ahead. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. 72 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Panthers 21. Bears 14.
Hauschka to send this one away following the score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, the lanes are there. Go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
And they give this time to the tailback. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Down at the 45-yard.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
It's 3rd and 9.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
The pass intended for number 84. Incomplete.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll run on 1st down. It's Fletcher. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Fletcher. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10, right at the 40. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Back to throw now on 1st down. This is Handler on the receiving end. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And a Panther.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown. It's been a back-and-forth game. A lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 10. That's a 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a give, right side. Fletcher. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzes, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So on 4th down, they bring on the Michigan man, Matt Wild, to kick it away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
The pass.
No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Jake Bailey.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Tarvarius Moore. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
3rd down.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 43. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We're getting closer here now to halftime, and we may need that halftime break just because there hasn't been much of a break in this first half. A lot of points being put up.
Not much room to breathe, is there? Because these guys are going up and down the field. And let's face it, if you're the offensive coordinator for either squad, Pretty happy with what you're seeing. If you're the defensive coordinator,
you're not so happy.
You're frantically searching for something that'll work. You're on the headset talking to your assistant. You're checking your play sheet. You're going through your memory banks of all the tape you've watched. You've got to come up with something, anything that'll help slow them down.
Searching for answers. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards there, first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game is starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
The running back.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. That's going to be caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead.
Bears 29.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fletcher. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. It's their quarterback as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Here's Hauschka for the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Makes the score Panthers 35, Bears 29.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
He's going to go up top again. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now this time he'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Circle round twice for the encore. You know.
Now a handoff here to his running back. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bears have once again taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that will make this a 4-point game. Takes it at the 7. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Gain of 12.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 11 yards there, first down. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head, his head coach and probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
Forced out to his left. And this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. Here's Matt Weil now as he's on to punt for Carolina. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bears will take over at their own 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Now back to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
35-yard
ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now left side on the swing pass. Room here to run. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
1st and 10.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
At the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And oh, he coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Panthers.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
7-yard line.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's now 4th and
1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Stephen Hauschka on for the field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and that'll bring him back within a point.
39.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists.
Yep. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers.
When you kick off and you go downfield and get the ball back, that's what I call a great opportunity.
In a 1-score game, I always circle, and you know this, but in my play-by-play sheet, I circle big plays. It could be turning points. This could be a turning point.
Did you put a second circle around this one? This is pretty big.
I put a star. On 1st down, it's Fletcher. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for a 4th quarter lead. And Hauschka's kick is good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
46-yard line.
4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this. And in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Josh Lambo.
And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Well, the second down throw on target. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Fletcher. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads. Bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Number 21.
10 more there and another first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Gain of 7 yards. And it's third down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on fourth down. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Joe Williams. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
We got 4. Time is a money. I got you, son. I got you, son.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.